Hello, my YouTube friends, and happy Wednesday. I hope you're all doing well. Google is on sale. Did any of you buy it today? To me, I saw a great opportunity. On top of that, Nextera Energy Partners. I had somebody comment in the comment section about how I effed them up because they went to buy it at a 17% yield and something else. So stick around. I'm going to address the comment and go into Google and hope it's a great video today.
Want to make your money work harder? Enjoy another video with Adam Kahn, the rational investor on stocks, real estate, and crypto. Subscribe now for your weekly dose of investment insights and hopefully learn a thing or two.
Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone's having a good week. Google had some pretty exciting movement today after some earnings that the markets were disappointed with. But to be honest, I see it as a good buying opportunity because when I looked into the earnings, there was actually a lot of good in there. And what the market didn't like, or what the analysts or whoever was selling it really didn't like, was how much they're spending on capital expenditures, which is just what they have to do to keep up with their competitors. The reality is Google search increased immensely, which is awesome considering all the noise about ChatGPT and it competing with them, and that the search engine may not do as well going forward. But honestly, I see opportunity for all of it to exist in the same space. And I'm guessing that Google's AI is going to be pretty incredible as it moves along because they have some phenomenal engineers and I think they're going to do really well. So I just don't see it being as big a threat as the news has made it out to be. The other thing is YouTube did incredibly well as also. And I think YouTube is such a good platform that's just going to continue to grow at a great pace, the way it did this quarter, the way it has other quarters. And I just see that continuing in a great direction that's going to be really hard to compete with. I feel the same about Netflix as I do about YouTube. I think they have a great platform. I'm actually a little surprised that neither Google or Amazon have been able to do a better job to compete with Netflix, because I would think they would see an avenue, since Netflix does so well, to be able to compete on a bigger level and really drive users by pushing better movies, better content, maybe even doing shows similar to them. But that just hasn't happened, which is why I think Netflix is doing so well. But since we're talking about Google, I see them continuing to do well, and I don't really see the capital expenditure spend being a major deal. It might shrink up margins for 6 months, a year, potentially the next few quarters, which is why the stock sold off so hard. But I really think that creates a good opportunity to buy some shares, which I added onto the position I have. It's actually one of my larger positions already. So I have mixed feelings about adding on, but at the same time, I think certain companies are just great companies, and anytime they have pullbacks, creates an opportunity to get in at some better pricing. So what did you guys do? Did any of you buy it? And then I'm going to address a comment in the comment section about Nextera Energy Partners. It seemed out of the blue all of a sudden. Now, they did change their name recently, which is an indication of things not being so good. The stock was falling, and this brings me to something I say in every video. Now, it is a disclaimer, but I don't really say it just as a disclaimer. I really mean it. You need to do your own research for what fits your portfolio. Just because I talk about something for my portfolios doesn't necessarily mean it fits for you. And if you're putting on such a big position in something that somebody else is advising, that you're going into the comments and telling them how they effed you up, I don't know what to tell you other than too bad. Like, do your own research, talk to your financial advisor, and make sure it fits your portfolio properly. And then, to defend myself a little bit, go back and watch all of my videos. Look at my picks, write them down, see when they were made, and see how many times I gave bad advice. Because quite honestly, I've been pretty happy with how I've done in terms of what I've talked about in YouTube and the timings of the things that I've discussed and how well they've performed. Honestly, some of them I don't talk about much more because they start running so much that I don't know that I'd still continue to be adding on or buying them at the higher levels that they're at. And the ones that have done poorly, I followed up on. If you actually stuck around and watched the follow-up videos, I discussed when I was getting out of Nextera Energy Partners and the concerns I started to have, and how happy I am at this point that Part of why I haven't talked about it lately is I don't have it anymore. I did see that it fell off pretty good a few weeks ago, but only because one of my friends mentioned it and he still had a couple hundred shares. But if you stick around in the videos, I'll update people on what I'm doing with my position. But you really need to do your own research and talk to your financial advisor and make your own decisions. And my God, not put on a big position in something that somebody else is giving that actually upsets you. You want to buy something or a little bit of something, that's fine. Invest wherever you want to. But whether it's responding to me or anybody on YouTube, you really shouldn't get that upset about any stock going any direction. And have a nice spread out portfolio of what matches your goals in the markets. And I've said time and time again, my largest positions are Amazon, Google, Meta, Starbucks, Chevron, and some others that have grown into some big positions. But those are my five largest holdings, and that's where most of my money is put. Again, not financial advice, just what I do. So when I put on a very large position in Nextera, which I did, it then went up and then it started coming back down, and I started following up, and I had concerns they might have to cut the dividend after some bad quarters, and I talked about that in some videos. In fact, one of the viewers who had it, they told me how they sold out of it as well. Either way, point is, pay closer attention to other videos. Don't get too upset about putting on one position if it goes against you. And if you do, that just means you bought too much of it. What else did I see? I still think Nvidia looks good here. It seems to be catching itself. I think it closed today around $124. I can't believe how much Palantir has moved. I'm just jealous of that move. And, I haven't been involved in it. I don't own the stock, but really impressive. I don't know if any of you have actually been watching OKLO. It has flown since Trump got into office, which really amazes me. It's up to $50 a share. And Portillo's actually started showing some signs of life. I don't know where it closed, but I thought I saw it at $15 a share, which is pretty exciting because it got below $9 when we were talking about it around $10 a share. So it's pretty cool to see Portillo's beginning to drift up. I'm hoping over the next 5 or 10 years, they actually are able to open up more locations. They continue to do well. They focus on the business and not the menu. It'd be really cool to see Portillo's really grow over time. Anyway, I just wanted to get out there and say hello. I wanted to talk a little bit. I really wanted to talk about Google because I see it as an opportunity, and I knew I hadn't had time to do a video the past couple days. I hope everybody's doing great. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully, I can get this out today. Lots of hopefullys. So, thumbs up. Do me a favor if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, make some comments in the comment section. Let me know what's going on in your life and if you bought anything this week or last week and what's been working out for you guys. Bye bye.